Oh my gosh, I got it stopped right on time. What is that? Hang on, let's get over. Let's start this thing up. Let's do this. It's right over here. It's this button. And then it does this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be in your part of the world. It's so good to see you. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is May 20th, 2024. We're going to write a little bit of code today. How you doing there, chat room? I'm already seeing some fun stuff happening in the chat room. They're right over here. We're broadcasting live on YouTube and Twitch. You didn't hear the music playing? Um, it's there, I promise. Let me double check. Did it do the thing here? You can hear me, so there's that. Hey there. No, you should be able to hear the music, right? Oh, you. So something happened when I started up today, and it looks like one of my stream decks is misbehaving. Well, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, it says output default, and there it is. And it's not showing up on. It's weird. Are we at least getting these? No. None of my sound effects are coming through. Wow. Okay. Well, and you're only hearing me on the right side. Okay. Yeah. And Windows is now telling me that I need to restart to apply patches. That's so nice that Windows would misbehave such. 1 second, let's try this. All right, test. Nope, it's still good. I am at a loss as to why. Test. There we go. How about that now? How about that now? And now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Had to restart the box and everything.
Greetings, my excellent friends.
Now you got it. Oh, jeez. I'm due to replace this mixer anyway. Let me see what we can do about that for next time. Let me say hello to everybody here. C Sharp Titan, hello. Mott's with the resub tier 3. Thank you so much for the resub. And I'll make another donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We're raising money for them all month long. Thank you so much for that support. How you doing there, TMK DK? Hello. Mario is here from Germany. Good to see you. Svekos, good afternoon. Robson, good morning. Old Bald and Grumpy, hello, how are you? So, there's a number of things that I've been exploring and tinkering with and trying to get things ready for. It's actually Wednesday. Build starts tomorrow. Terrific. Big announcement event showing off. Here's some of the cool new things that you can do with the tech that Microsoft has been building. I continue to stress it's not a training event. How you doing there, Emporium guy? It's not a training event. They're not interested in giving you materials, getting you trained, in pushing education at this. It's an information event. It's a networking event. So, like, that's okay. There's plenty of opportunities where we're going to continue pushing educational materials in other places. But I am not at Microsoft Build this week. I will be here. I'll be live streaming from here all week long. And I set up a flash challenge for the St. Jude donations if we raise $100 before noon today, and I do need to stop because I have a meeting at noon, set an alarm for 11:50 a.m. If we raise $100,
Mythino1
hey
just
Mythin,
resubscribed for 32 months.
thank you so
32
much.
months.
32. Yeah, can you believe it? But if we raise $100 this morning, I will live stream and do live commentary of the Microsoft Build keynote tomorrow, and that'll take us over 12:50 here. I'll do it with a rainbow beard tomorrow. All right? So that's the offer is out there. We just have to raise $100 today for me to co-stream and do commentary on the Microsoft Build keynote. Hey, you doing there, Napalm? You're Penn State. You're at the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science this morning at Willard Building. Oh, Willard Building, one of my old stomping grounds. I had so many classes in that building. So Willard Building, there's actually two Willard buildings. There's an older part. You can scan the QR code right there. There's also a message that pops up every now and again from the St. Jude bot, or you can click into the About panel just below, and there's a Tiltify panel there you can click into and donate $100. There's other ways that you can troll me in there, but everybody who donates more than $5 will get a thank you posted on the blog. There's other things we can do, including the Wheel of Peeps. You can challenge me to a game of Connect 4. We're gonna do a Buffalo Wild Wings Hot One style tech discussion stream this week. I couldn't do it today. My daughter didn't come home, and I needed her to go pick up the wings for me. So couldn't do that today, but that's coming up. Carl Franklin is going to join us next week live on stream. Just a bunch of stuff that's coming along. When we get to $1,500, Richard Campbell will join us for a stream, and when we get to $2,500, Scott Hanselman will join us for a stream. So, and you know I do AMA style streams when I have guests on here. So, that's what's going on. Plenty to be excited about, plenty that we're doing here. And thank everybody for their support that's already gotten us out here to $1,160 for the kids at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thank you so much for that support. How you doing there, Manoj? Good to see you. So we've been working on the aspirify.net website. And this is kind of a behind-the-scenes thing where we're working together to learn a little bit more about how to use .NET Aspire in preparation for putting together some of the educational material that's been going into my Wednesday streams on the .NET and Visual Studio channels. Over there, we're building a series of educational samples called the Big Bad Blog. I wanted to call it the Big Dumb Blog, but I think Big Bad Blog is a little bit more interesting. So we've been putting together and designing and talking through some things. So we're going to finish. We put in all the capabilities to generate invite codes the other day. That works. We're going to finish with. Okay, we got an anonymous donation for $100 for the kids at St. Jude. Thank you so much to our anonymous gifter. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to co-stream. I'm going to do the build announcement tomorrow with a rainbow beard. All righty. Thank you so much for that support. Really appreciate that. And I'm going to be, for what is it, next Friday we stop? Next Friday is the end of the fundraiser. Thank you so much. Yeah, Friday the 31st. Much appreciate. And we will continue paying it forward and having some fun with this. McNets with a question here. What do they use for streaming events like MS Build? What do you mean by what do they use? We don't use OBS or vMix for streaming Build. They have professional streaming equipment, not just streaming equipment, broadcast equipment. They typically use a TriCaster or other high-end television studio broadcast equipment. They have full television studios set up at Microsoft Campus and portable gear that they bring in and set up to broadcast. But it sounds weird, portable, but it's a full television studio that they set up. I'm gonna get some music playing in the background here. This is the Stream Beats synthwave playlist. Um, let's start right here. This is called "Drive Into the Night." This is music that's DMCA free, royalty free. Listen to it wherever you'd like. Big thanks to Harris Heller and his team of creators at streambeats.com. Streamlabs, no. Will they be using TagsApp as part of Build? No, they will not be using TagsApp as part of Build. TagsApp is something that is community focused, discussion focused, interaction focused, and we use that for the .NET Conf events. We've offered it to them for these other things, and they want to just deliver their content. They already hedge at even looking at the tool they use called Pubble. That's fine. But we will be using TagsApp for .NET Conf, and we should have more about that coming up. There will be an announcement Wednesday about the next .NET Conf. You can probably guess when it is. But website will be going up, and more about that. For remote guests, what do they use? So they want to use something that supports NDI. NDI is a broadcast technology that allows you to transmit video and audio as a single stream across the network, and capture that on the switcher and be able to manipulate and place it appropriately on screen. The TriCaster has NDI capabilities built into it. Microsoft Teams, Skype have NDI technology built into it, so they'll use one of those tools. There was a recent release of Teams that they say dramatically improved the NDI capabilities in it. So they'll dial people in with they'll just call them on Teams and map their video feed right into the broadcast. They went that route. Even TV studios use vMix. Okay, so the folks that I work with across Microsoft Studios, even before vMix was a thing, they were using TriCasters. So that's their tool of choice, and they have multiple. They have a portable one that they carry around in a crate, and they have at least 2 or 3 that they have in the studio because they backups that they will actually swap in. One year during .NET Conf, the TriCaster crashed, failed, and they swapped it out midstream. Amazing to see them do this, but that was a thing. So, all right. So I've been trying to finish this idea of I want to be able to invite people to use as administrator, use the aspirify.net website. There's a couple of posts that I want to add to the website. We'll do that real quick. We finished building the ability to invite people. I'd like to track who we send invites to, and I want to start removing passwords and reintroducing the account management screens in aspirify.net for the folks that are going to be administrators. This is just phase 1. We'll allow people to submit articles a little bit later, but this is one step in that direction. Mario asks, what's that for a great coffee cup? This is from Madrina's Coffee. They used to sponsor me a couple of years ago now, but they sent me this really cool coffee mug. It's a good size, nice weight too, and it holds a good. I'm going to be on the empirical system here for a second. It holds a good 20 ounces of coffee. So I don't know what that is in milliliters. How many ml in 20 OZ? It's about 560 milliliters. So, yeah, you were in that space for a small bit, and yeah, there were multiple ways of doing. Oh yeah, there's lots of ways of pushing content around. Yes, yes. So, all right, let me head over. I don't need you to see my my Azure gauges just yet. We'll open up the Aspirify website. So exactly your size. um, when Americans travel to Europe, you start to realize that the American cup sizes that you get at restaurants are significantly larger than what they have in other places. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Let me head over to the code, and we will start talking about. Well, I've got a couple articles that I want to post, and then we'll start removing passwords and getting this set up so that we can track invites and start issuing invites for folks to be able to contribute to the Aspirify Net website. I even started doing the admin menus the other day. We're gonna keep pushing that out. Most of the screens are already built, but we're gonna move them around a little bit, and importantly, remove the password features. Try moving to Europe and convert recipes written in Imperial. Yeah, I bet. So, let me see. Where was I? Let's start the website to start. And I've got a couple of articles that I wanted to post. Come on, you should be starting by now. Where did it go? Come on. Almost there. What's taking so long? Like, really? There we go. It's like I didn't have things started. There we go. There's the website. Really? Okay. So I've got a couple of items that I wanted to grab. So what I do right now to curate and identify content to load is I've been doing searches on Twitter for .NET Aspire, grabbing grabbing interesting things and just posting them over on the site. So merge conflict, talking about .NET Aspire. Maybe. Sure. Matt Blacker, what is the TLDR for .NET Aspire? What does it solve? Is it for production or local? Does it replace anything? Dude, read the website, man. It is comparable to Docker Compose, but defined in C# rather than YAML, but it also does some things you may do at the Kubernetes layer as well. Do you know when you say, I want Redis, how it's working? Does it download binary, use a container? I hate this. I hate this right here. Seems like a lot of magic happening. Piss off! Orchestrates a collection of services using containers, configures open telemetry, provides resiliency in connecting to services, adds simple service discovery to your system. All of the source code is available at github.com/.net Aspire. Right? Do I have that URL right? github.net. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it when people, I don't like it. It's too magical. Shut up. Because you don't know what it is and you haven't looked at it. I don't like it. Would you like to see the 1,500 JavaScript scripts that you're using so that you can activate and run Node Express? Do you actually read all of them? Or do you just go, there they are, they're right over there. I trust them. Somebody else wrote them. I don't know who they are, but there's 1,500 of them over there. That's a lot of them, so it must be good. Shut up. Shut up. Let's see, what do we got here? Thank you. Very professional answer. Thank you, Scott. Des Fowler says, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Yes. And right, I hate that knock on .NET things. Well, it's too good to be true. It's too magical. I can't trust it. The source code is freely available. Go look. Let me see. So I grabbed the merge conflict. There was a new monitoring tool window collection visualizer .NET Aspire. That's a Rider release. That's not so much an Aspire thing. Friends, any predictions on how much when I actually bet on? No, you won't be. Open telemetry introduction and Aspire dashboard. Sure, we'll take that one. We'll take that one. See, that's a Rider release announcement. That isn't so much an article about Aspire. This one from David is the one that I wanted to go get. And this is the other one that I wanted to include as well. So, practical introduction to open telemetry for .NET developers. Easy development with Aspire, and the fire up time speeds up every development time. Totally agree. Totally agree. You've...
In this video, I'll show you how to implement...
Yes, thank you. I want the YouTube link. Okay. I'm going to... let's grab that title. Head back over here. Create new. There's the title. The author is Milan. There we go. Get rid of the space. I should do a trim on those. 3 days ago, it was on May 17. See, I want to allow other folks to be able to post these so that I don't have to be tracking and watching these things. I don't need a thumbnail. Description. I will grab your description. Except I'm not going to include this. Go down through there. I'm going to turn this around so that in this video, I'm not even going to include in this video. I'm going to change it to I explain how to introduce open telemetry. Move. Fantastic. That's a little bit. What I really want to do is I want to have like ChatGPT clean up some of these descriptions. Volume's fine on your side? Fantastic. Let's see. This is a tutorial. It's a video. Go. What did it? It is too long. You're going to do this to me, are you? That is 594 characters. I'm going to get rid of this understanding bit. 488. There we go. Next. All right, so we got Milan's. So here's Fowler's. No, go back. This is sample code about how to use Event Grid.
Unhip Coder just resubscribed for 42 months. 42, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything.
Thank you so much. And I'll make another donation at the end of the month to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thank you so much for that support. Yeah, I don't appreciate all the hard work that went into making it this good. Yeah. The volume level should be good. I have a compressor on here so that even when I yell, it caps it so that it doesn't break through. There we go. Let's see, where's the description? See, I think that makes that's a great description right there for this. That's not the description, that's the link. So paste that in, and this is, and he published this 2 days ago. There we go. Thumbnail. So there's a OG image that GitHub produces. That looks really nice. So we'll just copy that in. And I'm just going to copy in the first paragraph for the description. Ta-da. Category, this is sample code. And it's code, it's an article, it's text. All right. So we've got that. Thank you. This is Aspire Goes Unreal from one of our viewers, DeepX. Mario. There's Mario. So I'm going to get this as a sample loaded onto Aspirify. No. I keep doing that. What I'd like to do is key that in and have it go find all this other stuff. Let's put some spaces in here. Make sure I spell your name right. There we go. And you published this 3 days ago. 1, 2, 3. Right, the 17th. Yeah, 3 days old. So the thumbnail URL we'll just grab again. There it is. That right there. And is a powerful tool that allows the Unreal Engine to leverage capabilities. Yes. I believe it's supposed to be like that. And that is sample code. There we go. And now that's available. And we'll add James merge conflict. So let's jump through. No. Give me the link. Tell me you have a description here somewhere. There's no description. It's not about Aspire. It's kind of like touching on it. So I think I'm going to pass on it. You think it's possible to use smart components to paste the URL and OpenAI will fill out the fields? Well, you need to run HTTP client to go get the contents of that URL. At that point, I can certainly grab title, OG image, this, that, and the other. So, I mean, I don't need... Using OpenAI to do something that HTTP client does is swatting a fly with a bulldozer. Every time you make a call into OpenAI, you use, I forget how many watts of energy. Versus, it's like microwatts to just do something with local code. Like, OpenAI uses a lot of power. And it's like when you request that OpenAI or DALL-E generate an image, it uses like 60 watts of power. It's the same amount of power as like charging your phone for the day. Yeah. Can Aspire be used with Maui mobile apps? Well, Aspire will generate and help you build the server side components that Maui can connect into. So, yes. But like you can't orchestrate a Maui app from within .NET Aspire. Hang on. You're getting an error trying to open. Huh. It's got to be the plus. Because it's escaped in there. And it's grouchy there. Let me open Storage Explorer. Right. It is... Stand by. Let me find it. It is a video. No, it's not that one. Let me. I need to flush. I don't have a way to flush the cache. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, AI versus do the thing. Look, AI can do a lot of really neat things. I don't think OpenAI will parse all that HTML in a page. I don't think OpenAI does that type of crawling for it. Waiting. Come on. Starting, yeah. Over in here. What the heck is going on this machine? No. You're going to make me debug into this, aren't you? Yo. The row key is not updated, but I don't think it's hitting the row key. It's hitting slug equals slug. Oh, look at that. I thought I had a change in here to do this, but it's double escaping it. Right, if I go back up in the call stack, right, that's just fine. I don't need to come back through and escape it again. Is it working now? So if I go into the videos, there's... Yeah, okay. The front page will update. The cache will clear out here in a bit, and those other articles will pop to the front. So... but this second escape I don't like here. I'm going to remove that. Right, and that's going to do edit and continue. Oh, you stink. Restart. GPT 4.0. GPT is not a one-size-fits-all solution for everything. It's really expensive, and for things that we as developers know how to do already. Is this Blazor? Parts of it are, yes. This is .NET Aspire. This is a framework for orchestrating applications. Man, it's... Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm okay with that now running locally, and now I've got my content loaded out there. I could connect. I could connect out to the Redis cache, right? Because I kind of forced my own Redis cache for this. I could connect to it and flush it. I mean, it is just a cache. I could just do stop restart, and it would pick up and have the new content. So yeah, go ahead, stop it, and then I'll restart it, and it'll have all the new content that it's spitting out. It's kind of swatting a fly with a sledgehammer there. Hey, Thindall, hello. Right, so now coming back to the website. There we go. So, new content, new videos, all loaded up there. Chris Funk.
Chris Funk 21 just resubscribed for 35 months.
Thank you so much. 35 months with us, almost 3 years. Thank you so much for that support. Yeah. And, right, that link through works. Good. I feel good about that. Eric says AI and its overhyped greatness to the masses be like when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Yes, it does. And don't get me wrong, it makes a whole lot of things more accessible to folks. I believe we need to be diligent in how we choose to use our new Wonder tool. So there we go. New articles out on aspirify.net, but I'm going to what is that? Review a session submission? We can do that. We can do that for your channel point redemption there. Hang on. So, I want to go back and finish the login process, removing the password login capabilities, and then we're going to start setting up the ability to track and generate invite codes for folks. Warm Peace watched an interesting video where they were saying how we're already approaching the limits of what it can do as it's already consumed almost everything humans have created. Yeah. And we're going to see in some places it goes a little bit too far. Let's take a look. We've got a channel point redemption review my session submission from Thindall out here. I will honor your channel point redemption. Called From Chaos to Order, using the repository pattern the right way. Hey, Kirk Coder, thank you so much for the follow. If you've ever struggled with your data access being a mess and hard to follow, and even harder to test, using the tried and true repository pattern might be the right choice for you. Hey, Luis Oliveira Dev, hello, welcome. In this beginner-friendly session, we'll break down the principles behind the repository pattern and how combining it with other patterns, like unit of work, will make sure that we keep our data consistent, robust, and not least testable. Okay. In the end, we'll dive into some code examples and have a working basic implementation of a repository with the necessary plumbing. Too many ands up here. Let's rephrase that a little bit. So I'm just going to copy this down here. Suggested updates. With your data access layer being a mess and hard to follow, being a mess, hard to follow, and even harder to test, perhaps using the tried and true repository pattern might be the right choice for you. In this beginner-friendly session, we'll break down the principles behind the repository pattern and how combining it with other patterns will make sure that you keep your data consistent because you're teaching someone. We want to say that we're encouraging folks. So we want to review and encourage and make sure that you are successful. And let's just say and testable. Make sure that you keep your data consistent, robust, and testable. The not least little confusing wording there for me. We'll dive into some code examples and have a working, we don't need basic, implementation of a repository with the necessary plumbing to for your next application. Right? I like to have descriptions that are very encouraging and getting you set up for success. So what was that? Nope, we're good. C# Titan asks, how much does it cost to store data in Redis for Aspirify? So I'm going to Azure pricing Redis. Redis can be cheap. So I'm using the basic instance right now. Actually, I'm using a container, but I have a basic instance out there that'll host up to 250 meg. I don't need high availability. It's an output cache. It's not my it's not my source of truth, my primary data storage. Network performance low to high, that's fine. But it costs $16 American a month, and I use it for 3 different websites. I use it for C# in the cards, my blog, and Aspirify. And I'm not even touching 100 megabytes on it. I'm barely touching 20 megabytes on the server. So it's like, so what? Like, that's a ton of space available. I'm going to leave this up and continue answering questions. I want to finish the discussion with Thindall about his submission here. What is the current challenge level for St. Jude? So we just crossed, right? We just crossed in the dashboard, and we did pass a, what the heck? It doesn't show that last donation. There we go. We passed $1,250 there, and we met a flash challenge that I put out there to raise $100 today. Tomorrow, I am going to broadcast. I am going to co-stream the Microsoft Build keynote, and because we crossed $1,250, I'm going to do it with a rainbow beard. The next challenge is at $1,500 if we reach that milestone. So in another $240, we will invite Richard Campbell to join us on stream and talk tech, do complete AMA for about an hour or so, live, having a good time talking with you about all things tech. And if you've heard Richard, he's a co-host on the Windows Weekly podcast. If you've heard him on .NET Rocks, you know that he is an amazing storyteller. He's a good friend to the stream and really enjoys talking tech for a bit with friends. So that limit will go sky high when it can self-learn without turning racist or evil, like Tay. No. So that's just it. Remixy with this comment about AI turning racist or evil. Here's the thing. The AI, that what we call AI now, the very large language models, are built off of the text they consume. They're not thinking. They're just dumping out text that it's analyzed and in common forms as a response, as part of a discussion, those words appear next to each other. So where you see it and think, oh, it's racist, oh, it's being evil, that came from a human who wrote that. Or many humans that wrote things like that trained it to pull that together. So there's two ways to look at this. Do we train a large language model on everything, regardless of whether we think the content is good, bad, or ugly? Or do we train it only on the content we think is good? Who says it's good tomorrow, next year, 10 years? So there's challenges there with now you're removing people's thoughts and content from the lexicon and discussion going forward because you're not putting it in the library with everybody else. Who gave you the right to make that choice? It's a lot of ethical questions that come up there, and it's those questions that are going to help us decide how to grow the large language models going forward. Yeah, so, yeah, okay. I'm catching up on Thindall's comments there. The future is going to be around agents and how to delegate tasks to AI. Yes. Trick is making sure it comes back to get input without going off and executing code doing who knows what. Yeah. And even then, you don't need all of OpenAI to do some of those things. You don't. There are smaller language models that you can use that'll do some very compelling things for you without having to get the entire corpus of everything that's been published for all time on the internet. Thinking 55 minutes to include the code, 25 minutes to skip the code. Are you going to be live coding, or are you going to be just reviewing and showing samples? I think you might be, 25 minutes, if you are, and I would at least show some code samples as slides. Show the benefits of them. I would also, as part of the demo, show swapping out the repository. It's something we've done a number of times here, but being able to swap the repository, right? And the fact that you can swap a repository by, like, GitHub Copilot is amazing at this. Say, implement this repository, and here's the new storage location, and it will figure out and generate most of that code for you, is freaking brilliant. Try that, and showing some of that. Maybe just having the code generated and sitting there, and look, we swapped it out from SQLite, using SQLite, to MongoDB or something like that, right? To kind of show this is another one of the benefits that doesn't get you locked into a database provider, something like that. I'm trying to break a little bit of the term AI, because when we think of ChatGPT, when we think of Google Gemini, Facebook's Llama models, these are large language models, right? They're no longer AI, right? Yeah, Tay had a much smaller data set. Yeah, okay. There you go, Thindall. 55, add some features. Yes. Yep. Good. SQL DB store, and then switching that out for SQL and JSON repositories. I like it. Didn't we have a form of AI in the 90s? A little bit of expert systems. Yeah. Jimmy Stagecoder. All right. Thank you so much for the redemption. I will close that out. So let's dive back in now. Let's dive back in and start removing. Well, I need to finish the admin menu so that we have a place to get into your account management. And then we'll start removing passwords. Yeah. This is going to feel good. It always feels good to delete code. You ever notice that, friends? Always feels good to delete code. Oh, so good. There we go. I see a bunch of friends on the AspireFi.net website. Thank you so much for checking it out. Yeah. You're welcome, Thindall. Happy to do that. Right? Like, I review and plan .NET Conf events. So, yeah. What's funny is, when I get told by other conference organizers, we're looking for an expert in this topic. I've been told by folks, we can't have another American. What? Okay. So where was I? So we built, what are my 6 messages here? Okay. So we built this ability to have a first user login for the website, and right now in its in the current mode of the website, it deletes all the users every time it starts up. But that's just a dev thing while we're here in development state. So I can click that and it will say, hey, I know who you are. Thank you so much. Looks like YouTube chat is broken. I see it over there. Maybe Restream isn't copying stuff over. Persistent entity is owned by another or just dependent. Yeah, tell them I'm German. And that will get me logged in. Yes, go. Really? You're going to make me do this? Come on. It did Face ID 4 times on my phone. Yes, stay signed in. And now I'm logged in, and now I can go through and start working with the account pages. But I'm going to move these around a little bit up here, I think. Sound fading in and out? No, it shouldn't be. No, I think we're all right. Let me move these around a little bit. I think admin and account, I want to put all the way on the right. I want to put the search all the way on the left. Admin account logout, I want to put on the far right. And I think I want to put video in categories. Yeah, let's just scoot some of this stuff around a little bit here. This is the categories. So I want to move this next to videos. I have this out here right now because I didn't finish this piece here. Let's move search over so it's the first item. So it's kind of towards the middle. Right? Let's see. That should update and there it goes. So video categories, and I think I want account and logout to the right of about. There we go. Admin doesn't appear unless you're an admin. An account and logout. I feel like so NuGet is in Spanish, a little derogatory. Alt up and down. When you highlight code in Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code, Alt up and down will move that entire block. So and then Control E, Control D will format the entire document. So yeah, use NuGet in a sentence. And it does know what my hat is. It knows this hat. No? Really? You're going to give me this today? Come on now. Nope. Yeah, see, that worked. Not sure why it's not finding it, but it's my Daily Bugle hat. Okay. So admin takes me through to these pages, which I'll want to improve. The account should take me through. Yes, I have these all offline at this point. I need to re-add them. So the account pages, I'm going to start lighting up in there. Where was I? Account pages. So manage, index. So this goes to /account/manage. Okay. Go back into the nav menu, /account/manage. There we go. So I need to give this a little bit more breathing room around it. This one. Right, so yeah, I need to put this page into the same layout considerations that I have for the rest of the website. So yeah, I need to put a content section and a container around that, John. I thought the account had a different layout. Yeah, it does. Account layout. Come here. Get over here. This one. Let's just wrap this whole John just like this and that. That's better. Better already. Ever someone use authorizing in the authorized view? I haven't seen it actually trigger authorizing at all. Has observable property been removed? I don't think it has. You should be able to use that. I'm going to yank password from over here, and I want to add on. I need to add on to the profile page here. Display name. Because we added a display name to our Aspirify user. Ta-da. So, let's add the display name in here. Right? Private string display name. Input model needs to know what display name is. I don't. Phone number isn't really required, but hey. Required max length 30. Public string display name. Thank you. Display name equals yeah. I spelled that wrong. I spelled display name wrong too. There we go. Input dot. Thank you. If it doesn't match, here, change this to display name. Please share your name for display. Label for display name. Cool. Yeah, I know. I'm still editing here. So I'm going to say user dot. Yep. And it doesn't do a save here. If display name does not equal input dot. That's not a. Fritz, you can't type today. User manager. Is it update? I forget. Yeah. All right. That works. Cool. Sure. Is there another preview of Aspire? Will it go directly to GA? No, it's going to go directly to GA Wednesday. Wednesday at GA's. So they've been spinning, testing, and cutting builds all weekend to make sure that they have the hardened version that they're ready to commit to. So, I didn't want to go there. That's what I wanted. And join. There we go. So now if I go into my account page, the external login was added. Thank you. Display name. Hey. And it's disabled. I don't want that one disabled. Hey, Caverly. Welcome. There we go. Full Magoo. Oh. 555-555-1212. Full Magoo. Why didn't it? Why didn't it save my name? It was such a beautiful name. Let's change this to an input text. You know? Yep. Input dot display name. That should work. Okay. Try that again. Fumagu. No, didn't save it. What did I do wrong here? You right there. Give me something stupid to key in there. Am I using Entra? No. It didn't take the display name. Did it reset it in the initialize? Yeah, it did. Yeah. I need the if I change it to the null coalescing assignment. Right? Yeah, it doesn't reset it. So then now it saves it. Ever notice the German Chancellor looks like Mr. Magoo? No. Really? That's kind of frustrating. Cool. Okay. Email. If I click over here, email sender is not set up. This is on manage email. I'm not sure I need this page. I should. But it wants the email sender bits here. There's a registration for a no email sender that happens in the template. Let me go open up the template. Too big. There it is right there. This part of the song sounds like the Sports Center score update. And this is going to be Spirify user. Yup. Do that. So this is going to need to restart, which means I need to re-log in, and away we go. Olaf Schultz or Mr. Magoo? Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use Bing for it because I can. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, respect to world leaders. You've done an amazing job to get to that point where you lead a nation. Kind of funny. Much respect to you, Olaf. Oh gosh. All right, let's do the login bits here again. And yes, because I'm purging the users each time right now. And I'll click into my account page. I don't have a phone number, but we know these other bits work. And email page, yes. So until I get an email sender in here, this doesn't really do anything. I don't care. We're going to get rid of this page right now. Set password. We're going to figure out where it points to, and we're going to yank that too. And we're also going to yank the registration page. Set password. So this calls a method somewhere down here. Calls into change password, add password async. All of this is going. And realistically, I don't have to so much delete this page. Let's just comment it out. Like, now you can't get there. Now manage change password. I'll leave the pages there for reference, and I'll just yank it. So, the set password page, right? That's the other one I changed. Yeah. Account layout. Status message. Yeah, okay. Inject the navigation manager. Where's that other section come from? X for Nosa. Welcome. He does look like Mr. Magoo, right? Profile email password. Where the heck is that coming from? So that's my sidebar. Yeah, that's. But up here in the account, is it manage layout that we're in? I bet it is. Account layout. But I'm in like index in here. Down here. Which uses this imports. Which uses manage layout. Ah, yes. Which inherits from account layout. Okay. Ooh. Manage nav menu. We're going to go into there. And I'm going to get rid of password. I'm going to get rid of two-factor because you can't do two-factor because you're logging in with somebody else's account. And you clipped me looking at him. Email's fine. External logins, sure. Personal data. There's nothing really in personal data, but like, ta-da. I think that's it. I think that's all I need for this. Eventually I need to set up the email sender, but and logout should work. Or not. That went to account logout. Ta-da. Hang on, I can do that with a Control T and get there. Oh, tartar sauce. I thought it would show me where that API was configured. It's right there. So it threw a 405 on me, huh? From form, return URL. Oh, yeah. Didn't even go there. Oh, what did we do this time? So that's in account group, which is under /account. I've lost it. Where is it? From form. No, I have it just as a logout button. It's not. Should it have been a form element? Probably. Probably. There it is. Oh, fine. We'll use that. We got to get current URL from somewhere. Fine. And we need to inject navigation manager. Yep, rebuild and apply. Here we go. We've hit 25% of our campaign goal for St. Jude. Fantastic. That's great to hear. And because we hit our flash goal this morning, tomorrow I am going to co-stream and commentate on the Microsoft Build keynote, and I'm going to have a rainbow beard for that stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you join us tomorrow right here on the live stream. Here comes the logs. Show me the logs. Show me the logs. Show me the logs. There we go. Yep, get logged in. Hey, Aztec. Not ready for the rainbow beard? Oh, you will be. Look, it's an ugly form button up there. No, 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 no. Class nav link. No, I just want log out. And it should be just a link. No. Nav dash link. Shoot, what's the bootstrap? Bootstrap style convert button to link. Hey, upgrade my browser. No. BTN dash link. Nav item. And it's... Yeah, it's not applying the other styling that I have for these. So let's go fix that. Cheese versus code. Welcome. Hello. Nah, it's not the nav link. Hang on. There we go. Right. Style 136. There it is. Navbar nav, yeah, it's looking for an LI. Fine. Is it going to pick up and apply that CSS? I don't think so. That looks awful. No. Oh, wait a sec. It's not directly underneath as a button. Hello. Svekos.
Just resubscribed for 5 months. Some support from Flanders, Belgium.
Thank you so much. Much appreciate, and I'll make a donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital at the end of the month for all of our cheers, all of our subscriptions, all of the ad revenue. Much appreciate the support, Svekos. Right now, no, it's not going to find it. There it is. And it doesn't have the active on it. Or the hover that I want like this. So I could do... Right? Like that. Also, this needs to have a cursor pointer. Oh, man. Button hover. There it goes. Now it's behaving like the rest of them. Right? And poof. And I am getting into that now because it is a form that is posting. And I'm locked out. Admin isn't disappearing because I haven't moved. Hello!
Robson Previator just resubscribed for 3 months.
Robson, thank you so much. Appreciate you resubbing there. And I'll make another donation at the end of the month to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Helping the kids, helping the families, the staff, as they fight the fight against cancer and some just awful diseases no kid should have to go through. Much appreciate. And admin should disappear now because I don't have access to it. Login. Here we go. So login, I want to yank this and change it to just use a service to log in with my collection here. No login button, no forget, no register, no resend email. None of it. So that's under account login, right? Here. Login with 2FA. Nope. Not doing that. Login with a recovery code. Not doing that either. Nor are you registering. Or register confirmation. Or resending email. Reset password? Don't think so. Reset password confirmation? Can't do that either. Forgot password? No, you didn't. Invalid password reset. Nope. All right, so the login page. Login. This entire section. I'm getting rid of. And I can make that the full width. Sure. Once you're in, there is no escape. That's right. How are we doing? Got an hour and 15 here. All right. There it is. I have an admin. I will log out. I lose the admin. Click log in. Use another service to log in. Why didn't it? Yeah, I'm. Where? What? Why? Where? Not storage. Let's go take a look. See what's in the database. See if we can get a clue where I messed up. Because I know I messed up. It told me. Select star from ASP.NET users. There it is. There's my username, normalized username, so on and so forth. And if I look at ASP.NET user logins, there it is. Okay. Okay. Go back over here, log in. So from the login screen, it's calling external login picker. Perform external login. Here. And it's going to come back to account external login. Which immediately says register. Hang on. Tags app is not being used for build. The folks at build, they declined my offer for them to use it. That's why we've backed off Tags app for a little bit here over the last week or two. 2 or 3 weeks now. But Tags app will be in use for .NET Conf. So, can I change the button text from the external login button? Yeah, I can change the text. Yeah. It's, right now, it's just the name of the provider, right? I can change that to be whatever I want. So, but reading through here, it's going to route to this page. No error. It's got the information. If the action was login callback, on login callback, okay. It's going to external login sign in. If it succeeded, you are logged in, redirect back to the return URL. It's put a break right here. See what happens. Okay. Not allowed. Whoa. Whoa. It's going to redirect me to locked out. No. If it has an email. Yeah, and here's where. So when I added the external login during my invite, it should have enabled this. So something in my invite process. Yeah, because I stopped it. All right, hang on. I'm not adding it. Right, it does sign in manager external login async. Let's close some of these other pages. I closed the invite landing page. Invite landing page. There. Link external login. Goes to external logins. If we're doing the link login callback action, it calls here. Can't find the bug? Apply more coffee. Yes. How you doing there, Dr. Cox? Good to see you. It just calls get external login info. Yeah, add login. There it is. So then when we sign in, it has that external login. We did it right there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Like, we've just about got this. Look at that, waiting for the migration service. That's nice. right? Log in with Microsoft. Oh, wait a sec. It didn't get there. You wait a sec. Wait, this is external login. I didn't go to the right page. There's the ad. This. Well, put a break there and let's see what happens. Now I need to restart because I already got logged in. Ah, darn it. I think we've just need to step through. Come on. So close. I've been noshing on almonds recently. So I've got a little bowl of almonds here at my desk. Running, yeah. There's a login token, do it. Okay. I'm kind of authenticated, but I don't have that yet. So, yes, log me in with my Microsoft account, trying to sign me in. Okay, handle receiving external login. Get the required user. Don't mind if I do. There's the user who is the default ID admin@aspirify.net. Get the external login info async. What do we have? There we go. So, yes, succeeded at adding that login for this user. We're going to get their email. We're going to set it on the user. We're going to set it on, right? Yep. Set it on that. Grab the incoming name and set that as the display name. Update the user. Update the security stamp so it invalidates the token. And the external login was added. Get the required user. Don't mind if I do. Get their login. Yeah. And here's where it routes back over here. So I added the login to that user. So here I am, login provider. Here, external login info. Login provider, Microsoft. Is authenticated true, name, Jeffrey T. Fritz. Yeah, that's me. Not logged out. But it wasn't succeeded, it was not allowed. Not me, don't worry. Welcome. Why was the result? Go back and do that again. I have a feeling there's something I haven't configured here. close some of these other pages. Is there something I'm missing? Sign in. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. There, it adds the login. What else do we have here? Hey, Sven. Hello. Have a good one there, Robert. Not yet. No. Sets an authentication token. Is that? No. Do I use Git in my work, like branches and tags? Yes. So I use Git extensively. You can see I'm on the featured DB migrations branch that I'm working on right now. I have a main branch out here that I'm working in. Ah, darn it. Hang on. Just realized you can't see underneath the thing there. Git branch. There you go. I'm on the DB featured DB migrations. I have that also in my prompt. If this face wasn't here, you'd be able to see there's a an entry on the footer that shows which branch I'm on as well. But I'm on GitHub with this. Now that's another sample that we're building towards. But yep, we use a lot of Git. User manager, add login info. No. Sign in manager returns not allowed. Why does it return? Well, I've got a main branch that is what I ship and is published on the main website, and I have a feature branch that I'm currently working in. Can sign in is locked out. No. I got a better idea. Where is it? Sign in manager. Right there. FR, right? There we go. Right to the source code. Find by login async. Okay, so we got past that. There's also like fix, developer. Right, I'm not working on fixes right now, so I don't have fix branches hanging out there. And I'm not really working on a release because I continuously update this website. So let's check pre-sign in check. Yeah. Can sign in async and it's returning not allowed. So let's take a look at can sign in. Oh boy. Looks like we should have some entries in the debug log. I'm willing to bet one of these require confirmed is coming through true. Let's go back over here. Didn't need those. Right there. Gonna get rid of that. Here we go. Right, this is a website that I continuously build and deploy. It's only me working on it, so I don't need a bunch of other branches. Unless I was jumping between it, then so now that I've taken that requirement out, should let me log in? Should? There it is. Click. Turn off my breakpoint. Yes. And breakpoint. Coming back through. Okay. If you look at my account, ta-da, my external login was added. Yay. And log out. Use another service to log in. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, succeeded. And lets me right in. Got it. Okay. And if I try that, yeah. There's images missing. I know. I'm a bad developer. I'm a bad man. Where'd that address go? I'm going to try the login link again. It was right here. There it is. It logged me back in with the same address. Oh, wait a sec. Hang on. Log out. Okay. Now click the login link. No. Rejected. Doesn't get in. I'm Batman.
Wait, let me explain something to you.
I like movie quotes. So, cool. So, that works. Still have more work to do, but it works. Let me commit my changes. to put a pin in it. What? I'm in the wrong folder. There we go. There we go. Yeah, look at all the... let's see here. Completed initial login update. Okay. Is latest news broken? No, the the images, there's thumbnails that are stored up on the live site that I don't have here. So it generated a couple thumbnails and they're sitting out there. What Azure services did I utilize for authentication? So I've created... Hello.
Fierce Kittens just resubscribed for 65 months. Retirement age subtime.
You shut up. Hello, how you doing there, Fierce Kittens? Great to see you. Thank you so much for the resub. And I'll make a donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for all our subscriptions, all of our cheers at the end of the month. I did go into Entra and I did register an application for this. So I have a dev version here so that I can log in and use my Microsoft account. So am I the owner of Aspirify.net? Maybe. Maybe. It is built with Aspire. It is built with Blazor. This is all Blazor. The whole front end is Blazor that you're looking at. So, right, if I want to find some open telemetry articles, that's in the wrong place. I thought oh, no, this is the production one. That's Azure Search that it's using. So, but, CEO. I'm just a guy running the website. Wait till you see the next website. Wait till you see the next one. So, so I'm pretty happy with where this is. I need to, the next featured post I'm going to put up is going to be the RTM of Aspire. So I'll kind of wait on that. I should change the bit that I have in my identity configuration that's deleting the user every time. Right? So if we're in debug mode, go delete all the users. I think I can remove this. So if there aren't any users, return the services. If there are users, return the collection of services. If there aren't, create the first user, generate user token, and generate the address to go get logged in as an admin user. And it drops that information in the log. So when I deploy this, it'll drop an entry in the log for me to go log in. In the Aspire configuration, here, it's going to publish my Postgres database as a Postgres flexible server. Now, what options do we have on this, John? Take a look-see. Resource module construct. What do we got in there? See if I can specify things like how... Why don't you tell me how large it is? Azure Postgres resource, yeah. Okay. I can start with that. That's fine. This was... Our friend David Fowler was showing us this last time. The SKU name coming in, right? Let's choose an appropriate SKU name so that we get a small, not gigantic instance of Postgres allocated. So I'm going to go back over here. Go find me Postgres. So it said it's going to publish as flexible server. Okay. We're not going to look at either of those. We're not going to look at those. We're going to create... I said... Okay. Find me a SKU. So... Yeah. General purpose D4 ADS V5 is $275 a month. No. Memory optimized at high availability. No, turn off the high availability. No. I don't need that. $423 a month. No. $16 a month. In a burstable 2 gig of RAM, 32 gig of storage. Like, small, medium sized, costing $274 with 128 gig of storage. 4 cores. Like, can I scale that down? That's a lot. I can configure my server, please. Burstable. I can choose AMD and Intel. That's pretty cool. Not what I want, but that's pretty cool. Storage type. Well, hang on. Just choosing burstable 1 to 20. Right? I don't need 128 gig. 32 is just fine. $27 a month. Performance tier, I don't even need that fast. Because I don't have that much data out there. $16. Is SQL Server cheaper than Postgres? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to open another tab. SQL Server. Right? Hey, look, I have one. We're not going to put it there, but just for the purposes of starting... No. No. There's like... I don't want an elastic pool. I don't want a managed instance. I just want a database. Just give me a database. Want Azure SQL database for free? Try a free serverless database with the first 100,000 vCore seconds, 32 gig of data, 32 gig of backup storage, free. Database name, select a server. Do you want to use Elastic Pool, workload environment? I need to select a server first. But like, so much to configure. Isn't there like Azure database for SQL? No. No. What is the smallest SQL server you can create on Azure? Cosmos DB. This is years ago. No. Yeah, I kill what bot? Yeah, Azure SQL database, SQL Server, logical server. I didn't see that there. No, and we're already off and running here. They've completely missed it. The basic DTU tier, yeah. I remember setting that up for Clip Talk. No. Sure. But I need to configure a server first. Right. Fritz test. Sure. Oh, stop. I don't care. I'm just trying to get paid. You stink. I forget which one it is. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be able to delete it anyway. Fritz test. Really? Where'd you go? Fritz test DB. No, fine. Hyperscale. The initial one it pitches me is $266 a month. No. Basic. $5. And you're not going to tell me how much storage space you've given me. It used to say how much storage space was here. But now it does over here. 2 gig storage is still plenty. But $5 is pretty darn good. So, I'm configured and running with Postgres. So I'm going to continue with the Postgres stuff. If I take that to the V2, like, that's pretty good. Yeah. So I want it to take standard underscore B1MS. Okay, that's going to give me that skew. Yeah, this compute tier is driving what's in this. It takes 2 arguments. Oh, what the heck. What did I do? I'd like to just pass in. No. Takes an action that receives a resource builder, resource module construct, and returns a flexible server. It doesn't like that. Or is it this one? And discard those. No. That's the server. Is it this one? Right, PG resource. The resource is... It's an Azure construct resource. I don't care about you. Yeah, I thought it was... No, that's not the... Because that's a resource builder Azure Postgres resource. And this is Azure Postgres resource. Yeah. So I can set the name on that. Why don't you like that? It's read only. Fine. I can't specify the skew here. Like I did. Oh, assign property. How did I assign property? It was on the storage account, which was the last one. No. Oh, yes, we need to. This is a diagnostic. That they're not sure if they're going to keep this. Yeah. Nice. Put it up there. Put you down there. Why am I getting all the red lines? I did. Okay. What else can I assign? I don't care about login, availability zone. Well, I didn't enable high availability. Is that the value? And David said to put single quotes inside of here. Okay. Is storage size in gigabytes 32? Is that a thing? No. Okay. I guess that's everything, right? Storage type. That's got to be in there, right? No, it's not in there. No. Yeah, choose the number of gigabytes. It's an integer. And the value is well, it's an int. It wants an int. The property we're assigning. No, it's not. It doesn't like that. Yeah. It's converting it to a parameter that it's going to punch into a bicep file. Okay. But right, I did move around. I'm not going to try and deploy this live on stream because it's probably not going to work. I'm going to need to tweak and tune a couple things here, but I am going to rerun this, and it should allow me to just log in with my Microsoft account here locally. I'll test and make sure this deploys properly later. But I have a sneaky suspicion it won't. So here it is, finishing logging in. And I don't have the warning message that it created a new user. So now if I try to log in with my Microsoft account, everything worked. So, good. And I have access to the admin pages. Let's just check those admin pages real quick. There's just the two of them. Yep. We can turn on standard authorization on these now. Oh, wait a sec. I can do... Yeah. Attribute. Authorize. And it's going to want a using statement. A using statement. Thank you. And I'm going to want the same thing here. And I can get rid of my primitive security that I had on here. I'm still able to access it. If I log out and I try to go to... It still routes me back here. Admin edit article. Kicks me out and throws me back over here. Fantastic. Ah, good. Yeah. Commit those changes. Updated to use roles to authenticate, authorizing with roles on article on admin pages, let's say. And that's done and built. Okay. This feels really good that I've got this piece done. It's done, it's built, it's working. I need to double check the deployment scripts and make sure that they're working properly and that they update and deploy properly. Let me check here. Part of me wants to put a tag on these. So that when new articles are added, I can say flush all cache. Let's see if we can do that real quick. I'm going to go to cache policy, and I'm going to create another one in here called all. This way, oh, it can take. There we go. This way, when there's a new article, and the static pages don't update, they can be fine. Parenthesis expected online. Yes, I forgot. When I edit and add a new article, evict everything. That way it'll flush the output cache of all that content. On the admin page, no, when you change the feature article, let it flip on its own time. Let that flip on its own time. That's okay. The homepage going for 6 hours is probably just a little bit long. I'm going to pull it back to just 1 hour. And let's turn that back on to just release version. Added a force cache expire. Force output cache when adding articles. Done. Let me see. Let me catch up on chat. DJ Deepak says, to be correct, Aspire grabs the standard console output of the services to display. Yes. When you're looking at the logs on the dashboard, it's showing you standard output. There is an OTel-like exporter that does push content into the dashboard. There's instructions on how to set that up out on the blogs. But when this loads, the logs panel here, this is the console. I mean, it's console. It is standard out. It's grabbing this, parsing it, and turning it into the structured logs. But there is also an open telemetry exporter, excuse me, that you can use. And now I'm in and running with that version. So ta-da, logged in. And now I can do the things. And I'll add some scrolling on this, some filtering and searching on this table. Did I use QuickGrid for it? But I'll make that a little bit easier, and on the create new page over here, I'll make this a little bit smarter. But I think it looks great. I have a couple meetings. I'm going to deploy this afternoon. But for now, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to call it a day. And thank you very much, everybody. It's been a lot of fun writing code with you today. Yeah, we're good. Dr. Cox asks, do I recommend setting up Git commits with GPG? Sure. If you want that, particularly if you're building open source, if you're building an open source project and you want to verify that you want folks to see that it is in fact you that is submitting, absolutely. I would recommend getting GPG set up in there. I haven't. I did at one point. My GPG keys got lost because I had them on a Yuba key, and this died on me, and so I lost my keys. Like, oh well, can't use that again. So, but yes, absolutely do it. There are more reliable Yuba keys that are available now. So, is Azure worth buying? Yes. Yes. There are millions of people that use Azure. Yes. So, all of my websites run on Azure. Great integration with a bunch of different technologies, tech stacks. It's really good stuff. Let me get you set up for connection into somebody else who's streaming on the big Twitch TV network. Let me send you over to... Let me send you over to Adam Learns Live, who's doing some work in Godot. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, there's all kinds of great videos available for you down below or over on the side, depending on which client you're using to watch on YouTube. Big thanks to our anonymous donor today, donating $100. Tomorrow is the first day of Microsoft Build. I'm not there. I'm here, and we are going to co-stream the opening keynote of Microsoft Build. We're going to be talking about it, and because we crossed $1,250 in total donations to St. Jude, I'm going to have a rainbow beard. I'm going to have a rainbow beard as we talk about all the announcements coming out as part of Microsoft Build tomorrow. All right? Thank you so much for the sub, Leviani. Is it Kat Lorana? Thank you so much for the follow. So we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, 9 a.m. Eastern. We're going to go until the end of that Build keynote, all right? It's a long one. It's a good 2 hours. So we will be talking about it, watching, and discussing with you, the chat room, throughout the keynote event, all right? Have a fantastic rest of your day if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, stay right there. We're going to raid Adam Learns Live. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you next time. I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.